Your second assignment, your second major paper assignment is a persuasive essay, and we're going to learn how to write using the 5-paragraph essay format. There are videos about this, and you'll see those here in a bit, or you may have already watched them. I don't know what order you're watching. Your outline is due to me via upload by 11:59 on Friday, October 12th. In the course documents, I provide a couple of different versions of the 5-paragraph essay outline. You can choose which one you want to turn in. I'll provide the one that you'll see me use on the video, and then there's another one that has just a little bit more room. You can use either one of those. It doesn't matter to me, but you have to upload your outline to me by 11:59 on Friday, October 12th. If you'd like to, the optional rough draft deadline is October 19th by 11:59. You can send me the entire essay. You can send me whatever you have finished or not at all. Final copies are due of the essay via upload by 11:59 p.m. on Sunday, October 28th. So your second essay is a persuasive essay. You'll rewrite your favorite movie essay that you turned in the first week of school, except you're going to use a 5-paragraph essay format. Choose 3 topics that are not about the plot or that don't summarize the plot. Like, say for example, you really love the movie's dialogue, or you really love the movie's actors, or you really love the costumes, or you really love the soundtrack. Pick 3, but your 3 topics can't be about the plot. It's hard to write an essay that way, so you can't be about the plot, and you're not summarizing the plot either. So you're going to use these 3 topics to write the 5-paragraph theme, and it has to exactly be the formula that I'm providing to you. You will have the exact number of sentences per paragraph, and every sentence has to function as it's supposed to. You'll follow MLA style in your heading and page numbering. Remember, this is a college class, so everything counts. You're expected to spell correctly, use standard English, employ a variety of sentence patterns, and use a vocabulary appropriate to a first-year college student. Movie titles are italicized, not in quotation marks. Do not use first person. Don't use second person, because if you use second person, I will dock you 5 points every time, and it adds up in a hurry. Use you twice, you lose a letter grade. So do yourselves a favor, before you turn in your paper, if you're on Microsoft Word, you can hit Control F, and that's find and replace. Type in you. It'll go through your paper, and it'll look for any occurrences of you. Do yourself a favor and do that before you turn your paper into me. So here's how I will arrive upon your grade. 80% of your grade is determined by format. Why is that important? Well, the formatting, this 5-paragraph essay format, is a really handy way to learn how to do write, because it forces you to prove your point. So we can use this in research papers, and it also makes sure that you are supporting the contentions that you're making about this being a great movie. So of those 80 points, 10 points goes for your first paragraph, and the first paragraph is going to be like 4 or 5 sentences. It can be longer if you want it to be. I'm not quite as picky about that. But your first paragraph, what I'm looking for, I'm looking to make sure you have an appropriate thesis. I want to make sure that your thesis is the last sentence of your paragraph, and that your intro makes me want to read your paper. The body of the paper, the second, third, and fourth paragraphs, these have to be 8 sentences long. And when you look at the next videos, you'll see why that is. But you need to make sure you have a strong topic sentence, 2 subtopics, 2 examples directly from the movie. You need to make sure that these examples that you give, and I've got an example paper for you, that fairy tale example, and I also write an example paper on the video. But you need to make sure these examples come directly from the movie. Like, if you and I are sitting there watching that movie, we could look at the movie and be like, yes, there is the example of the soundtrack making a big difference in the film. You're going to choose these exactly from the movie. And each paragraph needs a conclusion. Your conclusion is 10 points. The first sentence of your conclusion needs to be a restatement of your thesis sentence. And you need to tie your conclusion back to your introduction. 20 points of your paper is for grammar, spelling, punctuation, proper academic use. So we don't use be verbs. Make sure your pronouns are okay. All the stuff that we've learned about how to write a paper for English class. So Email me if you have any questions, and I will be happy to answer them.